anybody help me.
When did you get here?
I have pain in my lungs and I can breathe.
How long have you been here?
Yesterday.
This woman was handcuffed, left overnight inside a Denver jail holding cell. No food, no water, no way to reach the toilet. Denver 7 Investigates reporter Jace Larson is live tonight at DPD's District 3 near University I-25. And Jace, you learned she's not the only person this happened to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. These jail holding cells, the temporary ones, are meant to be just that, temporary. You know, when an officer puts you in one of these cells, that officer has the ultimate power. So when we learned about 3 separate instances of someone being forgotten, we thought it was important to report.
All right, I'm gonna need your coat.
It is 5:10 in the evening.
All right, and your shoes?
Victoria Ugalde had just been arrested.
I knew that I had the traffic ticket, that it wasn't clear.
Officers discovered that she had a warrant for not paying a fine from 2013. That's when she was caught driving on a revoked license. At District 3, police chained her left arm to the bench for what should have been only a short while.
You'll get it all back here in a few minutes. Okay.
Minutes turned to hours.
And the cell was too cold. And I was looking in the camera. Can anybody help me? And then nobody.
At 10:51, handcuffed with no way to reach the toilet that's just a few feet away, she had to make a choice.
I was pee. I was with a handcuff on the teeth, and I was pee right there.
During the night, Victoria figured out a way to get out of the handcuff. Police didn't know it, though, because no one was checking on her like they're supposed to. Did anybody bring you water or food?
Nothing. The only thing I wanted is they helped me to use the bathroom. Yeah, nobody was there. And I was screaming, can anybody help me, please? Nobody.
3 shifts later, a new officer finally discovered Victoria at 5:56 a.m., almost 13 hours later.
Can anybody help me?
When did you get here?
I have pain in my lungs and I can breathe.
How long have you been here?
Yesterday.
Is that acceptable?
Absolutely not.
Jess Vigil disciplines Denver's police officers. He suspended Officer Sean Kelly, who was there for most of Victoria's stay. Kelly was suspended for 3 days. He told investigators that he didn't see Victoria on the cell's security camera because he was reading a book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. You're paying this guy $85,000 a year, and he says he was caught up reading a book instead of working while this woman was sitting in jail.
Right.
Does that sit well with you?
Not at all. It should not have occurred, but you're absolutely right. It doesn't sit well with me, and it doesn't sit well with the department.
We discovered it happened again in February when this man was forgotten for 9 hours. Then again in July when police forgot about this woman for 9 hours. Vigil suspended officers in those cases too. How did this happen 3 times?
Well, that's an interesting question because obviously it's a concern for us.
Is there a problem with people following the rules?
I don't believe there's a problem with people following the rules. The rules are in place. These were unique incidents. Why we had 3 this year, I can't answer that.
Deputy Chief David Quinones says the department's solution is creating a department-wide policy that requires officers to physically check on inmates at the holding cell doors. If people won't even watch the video camera, the video feed from the cell, what makes you think they're actually going to get up and walk around and visually look at someone?
Because it's an expectation that we have of them to do that.
When I see a police, I get scared.
Victoria hopes that by sharing her story, no one else will be forgotten.
For me, it was a long time, to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, to 6 o'clock in the morning. We didn't do nothing.
Well, she was eventually taken to the downtown jail. She spent 54 days in jail there as part of her sentence. We do want to keep all of this in perspective for you, though. We've just told you about 3 instances here, but there are thousands of people who go through the holding cell process every year without any problems. We're live in downtown Denver. Jace Larson, Denver 7.
Interesting, Jace. Thank you. And we know officers in 2 of the 3 incidents, they have been in trouble before.
Officer Kelly was disciplined for tossing a bag of marijuana at a colleague and for pointing a gun at someone as a joke.
And Officer Ramon Young had inappropriate contact with a woman while he was on duty.